It's been a month.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. That shouldn't happen again when
No,
you're
no,
playing.
that's fine. I forget what we had just finished.
Okay, so you guys had come out from the underground. You had looked around to see if there was anything going on. I think the tavern. Uh, you found out that yeah, Kelp used a water bottle to clean you off. Uh, yeah, so yeah, you went to the Action Grounds. You went there. There wasn't too much there. At some point, you found out uh, that you had clues that in the Westwood there's an enclave, like seems to be like a peaceful like society enclave of rabbit people, rabbit cult people, and you also found out that something very serious, the center of the cult, might be in Mirabar to the north. Westwood's not very far relative to Mirabar, and you found out that the head of the guild, the Lily, who you may have heard of before, is may have some specific information on the cult, or maybe a member. You're not sure which. So, and you tried to rip Pito's idol off, and he disappeared, teleported out, took it with him, and he seems very interested and very attached to it. Other than his attachment to it, you haven't seen any personality change of any significance. But yeah, you went and saw a guy in a small magic shop who seemed like kind of a dick that was trying to sell you a potion for too much money. You couldn't figure out why,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a whole party full of shitty rolls. Uh, so,
I guess. Yeah.
what's that?
So far, sounds right. Sounds like
Yeah.
us.
So and you guys had talked to him and got frustrated with him, and Sam and him went back and forth for a whole bunch. Drew and him went back and forth for a whole long time. And then you guys went back to the hotel room to get a long rest, and remove curse did not remove the gouges out of your legs and the sort of general problems there. So I updated your magic item descriptions there.
So remove curse didn't affect our legs, right?
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah. Yes. So yeah, and you were sleeping, and you guys had planned to jump Pito and steal the idol. You're he doesn't know that, but you and I think Kelp were definitely talking about it. I don't know if Finn was in on that.
We had only had mostly strong people involved, so the two paladins, I think, were.
Yeah.
I think that was the plan.
All right. So Pito, you guys are sleepy. You've come back to the room, have you?
Yeah, I think I saw the group before we had went to bed, and I just told them to not worry about the thing around my neck.
Yeah, and we kind of all moved on.
Yes.
All right. So, when you're asleep, you have the most vivid dream you've ever had. Before you appear as a majestic creature like 7 feet tall, emanating what feels like raw power, and you feel like this is the moment of your life where you finally get real power, or you could get real power, but of course you're cautious because you're still you. You're not compelled in any way. You know instantly that this is the god of the rabbits, leopard, and is got adorned in an elaborate tribal outfit, sort of like the priest you saw, but instead of that being like all objects, it's like it's part of him. The tribal outfit, the priest's outfit is like it's his body, right? So it seems like one piece of everything, and they're vibrant feathers and beadwork, and yeah, you just feel nobility. His face is concealed by a really detailed mask made of hide, but it's stylized like a rabbit. So, and you just can't quite see his face. Everything is the clothing and the mask and stuff. There's no body that you can see. And he addresses you, and he says, "Because of who your mother is, I offer you a choice. Consider yourself a nephew of mine, not a child, and step past the rituals and up in casement and stand as my friend among the people. So, and then a lot of other stuff happens, which I gave he has a chance to pre-read.
Mm-hmm.
So, and yeah, Pito was offered a choice by the Scot, and you guys wouldn't have any way to know what he chooses to do. So by the
No. When I forget last time when we were talking about our plan to jump him and take it, was it going to be in the middle of the night or was it going to be like during the day and isolated? What would work better? I ask my paladin friends.
I
And
feel like
also, can anyone remove a curse?
I thought we. I
I
thought we
don't
knew
think
that.
that the curse rule works.
Hmm?
On water wounds?
No, on Eaz to get that burning thing off of him.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Because the way I see it going is if he's asleep, and this is at another time, I assume we were talking before we went to bed.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to keep you guys from having stepped out in the hallway beforehand. Okay,
Yeah.
This is friggin' hilarious. I gotta show you something. Just sorry, hold on a second. We've summoned something. Hold on. Above me here. Check it out. This above me is I can see the yard on the camera.
So what I'm hearing is speak carefully as you talk about acting against the rabbit god. So I think we all agreed that that thing is weird, and we don't want it on Eaz, right?
Right.
Right, Kelp?
Yeah, we can try and beat him up and like take it, but we do need to remember that last time he has used incredibly powerful magic to teleport away.
So that's why I think, because he doesn't usually act like that for things. Girls, sure. So what I think we'll do is when he's asleep, I'll grab it. One of you tackles him, and the other person removes curse as it's removed from him. And then we throw it outside and let it melt through to the middle of the earth.
What if some rando scoops it up though?
Well, that's when Frankfurt and Spalding make sure that nobody does that.
They can be on either side of the alleyway. So
Yeah. Is this a thing that we want to do?
So I have remove curse as one of my equipped spells, and
Okay.
Bumbleberry is great at tackling. That's kind of his deal.
Do we want to do this?
I could precast haste on myself.
That would be hilarious. I am not.
We won't be able to get away.
I am not the smartest person here. I'm pretty sure Frankfurt is. Frankfurt, or maybe Spalding. I'm not sure. Does this sound like a good idea?
I'm alright to see it just play out. I'm kind of interested to see where this goes.
All right.
Like, that thing might give him a lot of power. Who knows? Like,
Maybe let's can it for now. But if he starts doing evil things or like eating lots of carrots or any related things,
Great
this is
night.
the plan.
Want to come up with like a password or something?
Yeah.
Go mode to get rid of that thing.
Yeah. We should come up with a password.
him to shave the hair.
Like, yeah, plug your ears and sing to yourself for a second.
One of us should ask if it's a Morty's birthday, who's one of the people back at the place. So if any of us
Could-
sees anything weird, just ask if it's a Morty's birthday, and that means 2 hours into him being asleep, we do this plan. Sound good?
A pin has been put in it. All right.
All right, let's
Deal.
go off. And then we all go to sleep. I'm sure nothing
All right.
bad will happen.
Okay, so everybody's asleep. Pito has an experience. Then yeah.
Does Peter wake up?
Well, yeah, I just was making sure nobody else was doing anything while you're sleeping. So
Never again.
okay,
Nope.
okay, yeah, everybody just wakes up normally. So yeah.
Do we take another, or do we need to take another pill of seeming normal?
You whoever took it last is now looking like yourself. So
Okay, how many days of those do we have? I don't remember.
the last day.
All right.
This is
Yeah.
day 3. So
So maybe what are our choices here? It's go out of town one way to find the cult in the woods, go out of town
yeah.
another way to find their like central location, or
Well,
stay in town and try to find our missing person still, because we have no idea where he is now.
the head priest of that one of Tyr went to the Westwood to try and solve this problem. So
Which problem?
the problem with their anybody who worships another religion started to get really uncomfortable and go crazy and have crazy dreams
Mm,
in this town, in the town you're in now, which is called Aloria.
right.
And there's also a further place to explore in the bunny bar that we went down one route, but there was still the other route that had not been explored.
I think. Oh yeah, the other path in
Yes.
the basement. And then there's the Gilded Lily, which seems to have a matron with power, according to the.
What's that? Oh, the Gilded Lily. Yeah.
I'm good for anything.
Whatever you guys would like.
Peter has a date.
Oh, so let's spend at least the day in town, because we've got our one day left. So what can we accomplish in town?
So in town, there's either the Lily or there's going back to the bunny bar and checking out the untraveled route.
I mean, let's go back to the bunny bar, I think.
Burrow?
Yeah, let's go. To
You
the
mean
bunnies.
Burrow? Okay. All right. So, unfortunately, not to be anticlimactic or anything, but you guys explore that entire area, and
Oh,
the also the previous idols you saw down there are gone. There are no idols, and it is just a quiet warren at this point. So,
All right. Well, then we go to the next place.
I didn't want to use your time.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's been definitely abandoned, you would think, because but you wonder how those extremely heavy objects got out. Did they turn to skin? Did they run away on their own, animate and run away on their own? How they got out of there? Because in your from your experience of being kicked by them, they weigh a lot at that point, anyways. So stopped. So yeah. All right. So yeah, so you guys spend an hour figuring that out, and it's not very eventful. You now understand the layout of the warren, which is on another window. Where you guys are here. Need to figure it on the new interface. Where is it? where that map is. Anyways, they were fairly small branches, so just happened to be the way you went that you didn't see them, right? So, or way you chased, right? So,
Right.
I don't know why it's not here. That's weird. Oh, there it is. Oh, there. If I turn lighting off. I think I can turn it dark, just or turn the darkness off. Just there we go. Yeah. So, anyways, you do find the whole layout. So, and the giant bunny on the ground, which you discovered when you go to scratch at it, because Frankfurt did, that the stain is very deep. Do you try and dig it out and disrupt it?
Someone stronger than me wanna? Sure.
Yeah, give it a go.
In the end, unless you spend more, even at an hour, I don't know if you're going to give up, but it just keeps going, the stain into the earth. It's like it's been painted all the way down,
Concerning.
which is something of interest too. So, forgot that till I brought the map up. Sorry. Yeah. So that's the only thing of interest there. You cannot practically, unless you want to start a mining operation, find the end of that stain. Which suggests to anybody with any half a mind that it's magical itself. Yeah.
Question: do we look the same after taking the pills
Yep.
as we did before?
Yep.
Okay, so we look normal. Okay.
The
Same as
idea
it did
being
before.
that your normal for who you are has a baseline, and that's what it hits.
Okay.
So
Good.
If somebody had taken it, well, I don't know, changed it to an animal or something like that, then it would have done something weird. Because it would have been whatever normal. Yeah. Your coyote would have become like a street dog or something, you know. That was not noticeable, right? So I was actually prepared for that, so just cause
Now I kind of wish I didn't.
we're all a bit like that. I don't even know what I do with it. What's a normal elk look like? I don't know. Probably a mule or something in town, right?
It's like Frankfurt, you can eat a whole bunch of our random mystery thing next time.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah, so you guys are free to explore around here. You know of a few different places. Let me go to the town map. Sorry. Ooh, it's been a while. Where is it? Why is it not obvious to me?
I
Something
mean,
has
I can only
shuffled
be
the
an
order
animal
of
for
my-
5 hours so far, just in one turn.
Yeah. Yeah. My maps have shuffled. Sorry. There's no sign of any movement or any other people at the Dnd Tavern that gets you in there either. So.
So what time is it now?
It's probably 11ish. So it's lunch.
Yeah. Okay. So Peter will ask the group if they're okay to head back to the inn for noon because he's got a date.
Sure.
That's
Yeah.
the axe and grounds. So.
Yeah, he'll assure everyone it won't be long, and then tries to remember the lady's name on the way.
Okay. Rudaro. You remember her first name pretty easily because you're Pito.
Does he?
Well, yeah, it's a part of charisma is to remember people's names, right? Being charismatic, right? That's the
Okay.
whole thing about them, right? So, found it. Just pull this over. So yeah, this is the Axe and Grounds This is the Gilded Lily. This is the the weird guy magic shop you went to, the more powerful guy. This was a little small magic shop that you explored. They had some like low level healing potions and stuff, and actual like magician stuff. This is the Van and Tavern here, so. So you guys are going to the Axe and Grounds.
Well, we're staying there normally.
What's that?
We're staying, like, our room is at the accident.
Yeah, I know. I'm just asking. It's fine. All right, so you guys head over there. Right. Sorry, I gotta write something down before I forget. So, yeah. Oh my God, there it is. All right. So you enter in, and definitely there are three people there that appear to be. So there's a couple of women on their own, which Drew notices, or sorry, Peter notices right away, and a man, so sitting beside them, and all three of them have priestly robes on. You see two people that are definitely adventurers, and a couple of business people from town that are sitting around. So yeah. Um, One of the things you notice about this place every time you come, you don't see anybody who looks weak or feeble or average.
Mm.
So yeah,
Hmm.
or poor, but you know why that is. So
Mm-hmm.
you've even had the extra special drink there before. So
Yes. Yeah. I don't want to pay for that again.
you feel like it was worth it, but that doesn't mean you're gonna throw your money away. So
Yes.
yeah. So anyways, yeah. So you see definitely that's like I said, these three people that look like priests and a couple of guys that are rogue-like, so adventure types. So and yeah, and two women sitting on their own, and they just seem to be well dressed, and a couple business guys. So when you enter, you see that, and you see the lady sitting there having lunch by herself at a table, and she has a very elaborate, not lunch, but a snack by herself at a table, and she has a very elaborate setting. It's the only place in the room with a tablecloth. It's got like a candle, which and a nice like little holder and stuff like that. So yeah, and she smiles when you come.
Nice. Yeah, I'll go to her and say hello, and I don't remember her name, unfortunately. Peter does though.
Actually a little problem. You remember her first name is Rodaro, and you're supposed to address her as Lady of her and her family name, and it's be a little slight faux pas, but not a bad one to say Lady Rodaro, which is what you're gonna have to do if you address her formally at all. If you don't come up with something.
Have any of us around town heard her name mentioned? Knowing that, because Peter would say, oh shit, I don't remember her last name. Would we have heard anyone mention it, or is this a nobody? If we were listening for it,
Yeah.
would that be a check of some sort, or it would just not be possible?
Uh, actually, you have. Actually, you have. So they do give you her last name. Drew does, because he was the one that was prying around the most.
Because we all help each other out.
Yeah, it's Mellerel, Mellery or Mellerel. Sorry.
I give him the first part. I didn't really hear the last part, but he's got something to work with now.
Here, hold on a second. Group notes. It was in here somewhere too. So.
There it is. Yeah, so
Oh, there it is.
Peter goes up to. Yeah, sorry, see it.
Yeah. Found it from before too. So yeah. It has a specific. It has a specific. It's a very common name for people who have blended their families between humans and elves. But she
Oh, she's a half elf.
no.
Hmm.
But if she were, this would be a common name. Like this kind, it has to do with the structure of it, not the specific name. The structure of it means that to you, though. So
Hmm.
it has implications. Who was it that spoke Elven, anyways? I can't.
It was me.
Yeah. So you know very specifically. This implies a human or an elf mixed family. So
Hmm.
yeah. The only thing you can think of, people tend to, people in higher societies and stuff, they tend to take both their family names together and mention them because they're worth something. So this is like somebody who's either recently acquired this name, like as an adult, or has acquired it for some other reason. So yeah, she told you that she did business from town to town before.
Cool.
But
So,
mainly she liked to come back here all the time. This was her favorite place.
great. So I think Pito would go and just kind of give a bow, to her, addressing her formally.
Yeah.
And
You see,
yeah, he would just
she's drinking the very special drink and she's sipping it nicely.
yeah, and then Pito will try to convince her that he's going to get her a drink. But this time it's something that he is a very expensive and special drink that he from where he comes from.
Okay. She's very
Want it.
intrigued, and she
Uh,
sips her. So, well, should be done this soon. And she has in front of her a couple of like the equivalent of like croissants, like something just light to not nibble on. She was very glad to see you. She stood so you could take her hand. What's everybody else doing?
Just trying to blend in, but probably doing a poor job.
I'm
Why
I'm
is
with
that?
I'm with
He is looking-
Bumbleberry making him do a better job.
All right. Yeah. And what kind of like how to what extent blend in? Just not stand out, or be really
Yeah.
like people convinced you're absolutely local? What do you want to?
I'll just try not to stand out.
Okay, that's not a problem if you're around in particular. He'll guide you, or he'll put your hand down, or he'll order for you and stuff. So yeah, he's picked up the local mannerisms and way of being and stuff, so that nobody will notice really. It's not like an accent, just nothing will stand out. Like this is an out of towner weirdo, even though I mean people know you are from talking to you before, but nothing that makes anybody look over and watch you because it's interesting. So yeah. So, and you guys sent a young man off to the orphanage, if you don't remember.
How did
The Mr. kid.
Yeah. They actually called Sir. He didn't even tell you his name. He said they call me Sir. Yeah. Anyways, so she's happy to see you. What's your objective with this lunch?
really just to flirt with her, try to pry for information to see if she knows, because now I know a little bit more information about this cult. Try to see if she knows anything. And but really, it's just typical pedo intentions.
All right. So do you what do you get her to drink? Do you order something?
Um,
Do you
no,
go to
I
the
pull out the very expensive whiskey bottle that I have, um, that we had found and was worth quite a lot of money. I think I probably have a little bit left, and I give her a taste.
Just one sec, guys. It's the police or bylaw. Just a sec, okay?
I'm here for the bunny.
Bylaw. Big air quotes there.
We'll see if like a SWAT team comes into the blurry background or not.
I had found I had looted a while ago a bottle of very expensive whiskey.
Okay. Yeah.
Just I don't remember the price. It wasn't cheap. I think it was in the 500 gold pieces range for the bottle. Might have been more. Um, so it's fancy.
All right. Yeah. Awesome. So you're gonna open it here.
No, it's already been opened. It's already been opened. I already shared some with the group, but I don't think it's been finished.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, I'll just try for information. If I get the feeling that she doesn't know anything, then I'll just continue my flirtation.
Okay. Well, she's quite happy to flirt with you. Can you do an insight check
Yep.
for me?
Not the most insightful person, Peter, but let's see.
And just
Yeah,
a
it's a
general
9.
All right. And a general charisma roll.
General. Okay, so he's good at that.
Unless you're specifically like absolutely determined to vet her, and then it's performance. So.
No, I don't think he's completely determined, but yeah,
Okay.
I'll do charisma.
You can't be waiting here all day for you to bed this girl.
Yeah, he's got shit to do, so it's a 13.
All right. Well, all right. She seems fine with you, but what's how far away are the rest of you, by the way?
I imagine that myself and Bumbleberry are kind of casing the joint.
All right.
We know sometimes he gets into trouble, and we'd like to be nearby.
Okay.
I'm at the main bar drinking.
All right.
Yeah, I'll be with Frankfurt.
Since I'm like, this is probably gonna take a while, I just start opening drinks.
No problem. How many? Like, do you get drunk? Fine. I just need to know.
Frankfurt's swimming.
I'm feeling good. I'm not fully drunk. I'm feeling good though.
All right. So, you guys, Drew, one thing you definitely notice is that like Pito's totally outclassed by her. In fact, you're kind of wondering why he's being so awkward. So, for him, which means okay, he's not like alienating anybody. He's just not winning the charm game here. So, yeah.
That is, like, she's more charming than he is.
Yeah, by a lot. And Peter, you're experiencing that. Like this isn't just like a physical thing. This is a very intriguing person. She tells you a couple of stories about different towns around, fairly standard trading and stuff, though very uncommon for this level of business. You haven't ran into many women who are doing this level of business while traveling. So yeah. So and she tells you all that just about her business history and stuff. It looks like she will sometimes travel from city to city or town to town with like a singular object. That's her kind of thing. She hunts down specific things somebody's gonna want, like it has such value that it's worth her like traveling for 3 weeks from one place to the next to get it to somebody. Not but on order, but she finds things to buy and then knows where she's going to go to sell them. So it might be 1 or 2 or 3 things. You get the impression that she deals in rarefied air that way. Drew catches a bit of that, and just 1 second to type to him.
Is she anyone I've heard of in my business as a salesman?
What's that?
Is she anyone I've heard of in my business as a salesman?
You have not heard of her, but that doesn't surprise you if she has if she's dealing in very, very high-end objects, then she'd already kind of know, who the 3 people who might buy them are, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's sort of a small circle thing, not an advertising thing. So, by the way, that was just information for Drew, not necessarily a compulsion, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, or anything you need to do. It's just letting you know. So, yeah.
Peter will. So, Peter, you said notices that she's more charismatic than him. Like just in this interaction, or in the previous interaction as well. Like sometimes he has off days, but usually he's like, the most charismatic person in the room, or second most. So it's very odd for him to see someone be more charismatic. Is this like a recurring thing?
You're spellbound. Drew, can you do an insight check, please?
Damn. Okay.
Uh,
Interesting.
18.
Okay.
Okay. I I am going to I'm going to sorry, where's Kelp again?
Just one sec.
I'm in the bar.
At the bar?
Yep.
I'm gonna very subtly I don't want to steal the moment. I'm going to very subtly ask Kelp and Bumbleberry to go chat up some clerks and figure out what religion they are, and just keep them occupied. And when they do that, I would like to swipe the most expensive thing that I can from the date.
Okay.
And I would like to, I would like to, as best I can, do it so that they do not recognize that I am associated with either of the paladins or per date. Can I do that?
Well, you can roll a sleight of hand, and I'm gonna say to approach the date without being weird, performance.
Okay.
So there's 2 things: whether it seems weird that you walked up to the table, and whether they notice the second part.
So the performance is 24.
Yeah, there you go.
And
You'll be fine then.
the sleight of hand, I cannot roll less than a 1, so I have a 25.
All
I
right.
can't roll less than 10.
Okay. Okay, so you.
That's it. I don't know what I grab. I just the most expensive thing as far as I can tell, and then that's it for me for this interaction.
Okay. Okay, I just have to show you. I have to show Drew this.
Damn. It's only 21. I still win.
Yeah, I know. It's just fun.
Wow.
Auto successing anyway. She rolled a nat 20.
and I rolled a nat 1, and I still won. That that is level 11 with Charu skills. Yeah. So I
I
do
just
that.
thought it was funny. I was just like,
That is very funny.
oh, I
Anyways, I don't want to interrupt the date at all. I just do my thing.
Okay,
He's gotta be-
so Drew weirdly walks by the table, but nobody seems bothered. Too close.
Yeah, so Peter just continues the date, and he's very intrigued by this woman because, yeah, he's not used to people outclassing him. Maybe in terms of actual class, but not in terms of charisma or sex appeal. So he's very intrigued by this woman. So he tries to be friendly with her, and asks what town she'll be in next. Tries to get some information on where you can find her next, and uh, maybe ask as well if she could procure some magic items for him. And he's willing to pay.
All right. So, she tells you that like the best purveyor of magic items anywhere for a long, unless you want to travel up to Waterdeep, is gonna be the dude you already met.
Oh, okay.
And he's amazing, and you know he's a fairly fair trader, so usually doesn't take anybody for a ride or anything. She says.
I see. Okay. All right.
Forgotten his name briefly.
So she's charismatic, but not very intelligent. Okay, got it.
Yep, there's the town. Somehow
With the paladins talking to the guys in the robes to perform, or did we learn, or did we learn anything about like why they're here, or like if
Okay.
they have knowledge regarding the curses that seem to be causing those of religious intent to bail out?
Okay, so let's go back to this clerics. Okay, so the rest of you, are you settling down? All right, who's talking to clerics? Are you guys just roaming the bar forever? How are you going to split yourselves? You know, Frankfurt's at the bar drinking.
Charu leave at some point when it seems like it's okay to leave
Okay.
in as
Drew, you can
normal
step up.
fashion as possible.
What's that?
In as normal and inconspicuous a fashion as
Yeah,
possible.
you can do that. That's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm just gonna make small talk with one of them about the kind of disrepair of the church on the way in.
Okay, do you guys sit with them? There's lots of room, or?
I'm just gonna sit with one of them.
Okay, so Bumbleberry and Kelp. So what are you doing, Spalding?
I'll hang out with Frankfurt, I guess.
So you guys are just up here, so that's fine. All right, insight check from Kelp and Bumbleberry, and perception, I think.
And perception.
Yeah. Okay, so. Oh, Bumbleberry, is that? That's a perception. Anyways, so I just have to type some. So they talk to you just fine. They talk about their god who you've never heard of. Yeah. So but one of them is like nervous and awkward. The other two are just like uninterested and they tell you they worship the god of the Whispering Grove, which you've never heard of. But yeah, one of them is just like so nervous. That's what you and Kelp, you think that person when they say that, there's more to it than that. And Bumbleberry, you also see. So yeah. Anyways. So yeah, that's. I mean, and you definitely, if your intent is to distract them, what sort of just describe any actions you take.
I'm going to
The
accidentally spill
nervous
a drink
one,
on
or
one
the
of them.
one that seems to really have it together.
The one that really seems to have it together.
All right. Okay. When you spill the drink, they just pick up your glass for you, put it back in place, go like this, and just continue relaxing, and they signal for another drink.
Oh, jeez, guys, I'm so sorry.
She's like, "Oh, it happens, especially with bumbling oafs." So she says, but she's not quite looking at you entirely. She's looking past you sometimes, but yeah, she's just wipes it off like nothing happened, like just to make sure no more liquid absorbs, and just stands up your cup and just orders another drink. Waits for another.
As stand up to try and help kind of clean it up, I'm going to try and position myself between them and the date as best I can. Just try and screen it with my tiny body.
All right. You stand on. Anyways. So they, yeah, you definitely doesn't know that. So, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, the distraction works. Drew is able to do what he wants there. What's the plan now?
I didn't tell them any more than that, so.
No, that's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
much it.
I know that. I was just asking them.
I mean, I don't know what these guys are so interested in the date for, but I guess I'll just do my best to make as much small talk as I can while Pito's chatting up whoever.
All right. Okay, Pito. She's quite happy. She's hoping she can see you tomorrow, maybe for the evening this time. You know, more conducive to business, she says, and you don't need an insight check that she doesn't mean business.
We're
Yeah.
we're out of
Pito.
seeds.
What's that, Pito?
Very happy to hear that, and yeah, I'll say that I'll meet her in the evening tomorrow.
All right. She's really excited about that, and you are
wait,
really excited about it.
Sorry, Pito, unlike me, remember that you cannot look the same tomorrow.
We have one more seed still after this.
Oh,
we have one more.
do we have one more?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought this was our last one.
This is only day 2.
Okay.
This is day 3.
Oh wait,
Day
what
3.
happened to day 2 then?
You guys took them in the last session. It's in the notes.
I don't remember what happened on day 2 because we fought all the stuff on day 1 and then we got bloodied and went to bed.
Okay, just 1 second.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're on day 3.
I thought there was a. We fought in the morning.
I think we're on day 3.
You had the one day where you traveled into town, and you fought it, did everything almost on the day. I don't know. I got notes that suggest that it's day 2. What last session, and then you slept or recovered. Just 1 second.
So Pito, if it's
I cannot confirm it's day 3, so.
it's day 3. Okay. So,
I can't confirm it.
oh, you can't confirm it. Okay.
I didn't keep a calendar for this one. Sorry.
Well, none
okay.
of us seem to know.
All right,
Well,
so it's day 2, but that's
okay.
weird.
So in that case, then Peter will say, "Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow."
Just make sure it doesn't last until the morning, Pito.
Don't think we gotta worry about that.
So yeah, you guys are quite. I mean, you talk to these clerics; they seem very friendly, but not super interested in your existence. And Finn sees what Finn sees, and yeah, what do you do now? Peter, she says she has to go do some business. She has to go make a trade.
Okay. I'll let her go. I'll bow again. Maybe I'll kiss her hand.
All right.
Try to be as gentlemanly as I can, being not knowing much about nobility and all, but
Oh, I mean,
I probably know a little bit.
13's an average, well above average date, right? So
Yeah. So there you
fine. Yeah. So yeah, and she's quite happy, and so she's off to do a trade. You should go see dude downtown if you want magic items. So
go. Yeah. Dude's trying to rip us off. I don't say that, but
she does great business with him sometimes. So yep. All right.
cool.
So everybody else is out, or
Yeah.
how much did Spalding drink?
Let's see. A medium amount,
Okay.
like say 3 drinks.
Frankfurt has one level of drunkenness, so.
Yay!
I
So
just
should
guess
we
it.
head to, should
On
we head
deck.
to,
As soon as we are we in a private place yet?
You're on the street. I assume you had to wait for them, so.
Yeah. No, I meet up with them later. Are we staying in town one more night?
Are you asking Pito or?
Yeah, I'm
I
asking
mean,
the whole group, including Peter.
I'd like to, but if we gotta go, we gotta go.
I don't think there's anything like I don't think our brother is here.
Yeah,
Is he?
yeah, that's right. That does take priority over my day. So
Well,
Yeah.
there was
I
another
mean,
one.
are any of the places close enough that we could like go there and come back in a day?
No.
Okay. Uh,
um,
he's probably not being tortured, right? Right.
uh,
We can probably wait. Do we have enough seeds to wait another day?
Yes. Yeah.
Do we want to?
Yeah.
Maybe
Till
you
the
can
morning.
meet your paramour. What time is it now? Tonight, and we can leave town, camp outside of town, and that way we have seeds for when we come back.
yeah, maybe I could try that. I'll try to see if we can find her later tonight, and then I'll talk to her. It really like our priority is our brother. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, once we're somewhere safe, I pull out the pearl, and I ask anyone with magic abilities to figure out what it is.
Okay.
oh, where'd you get that?
A trader who trades in very expensive items
Oh,
dropped it. Yeah.
Could I make an Arcana check on it?
Sorry. What's
Could I make an Arcana check on the pearl?
Yeah. I mean,
At least determine if it's magical or not.
yep.
12.
any boost?
Okay.
Well, that's with a +6.
Nah.
Okay. Arcana is the knowledge area of it. But so like barring some kind of exceptional result, it wouldn't have really told you too much, right? It's more of the book knowledge, but yeah, you're not aware of anything that matches this. It looks like a really nice pearl. It's fairly big, uh, not like huge, but it's definitely expensive. You know, in Drew's mind, it's worth like 500 gold for sure, right? So if it's
I have no idea. It was the most expensive thing I could find. It was in a it. I look over at Pito. It fell out of a very hidden pocket. So
and Drew, that item is not worth traveling from town to town to sell. So you suspect either there's another item that's worth more, especially the way it was hidden. So
yeah, okay. I forget if we do the short rest. You can basically identify things, or if we said no.
no, we said we did it. Yeah.
Yeah. So next time we have a short rest, I'm gonna give it to Spalding to figure out what it is.
Sure.
Should we go to the other bar? What was it called? The Gilded Lily?
Yep.
Before we head out of town?
Yeah, sure. Let's get some drinks.
And then,
Sure.
and
Right,
the goal
Frankfurt?
of that is
Sounds
to-
great.
Drink.
Well, we got to
so I-
talk to the person who's running the bar because she has similar power to the guy who fell out of the statue in the basement.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got an idea. Which one of you guys is strongest? I guess it's
Bumbleberry.
either Kelp or Bumbleberry.
I think Bumbleberry.
Bumbleberry.
Depends on the bell.
Can you do me a favor and can you break my finger right here? And I point to the top of my pinky. And there's a picture somewhere, but there. And I just ask him to break my finger, my pinky.
Insight check. What the fuck?
I explain. There's a secret handshake with this cult, and you have to move your finger in a funny way. I can't do it, but I want to try to lie and say I'm in this cult, and I need my finger broken to do it.
Hey, is it our brother's birthday? Or is it just me? Did I get the date wrong? I ask. Our brother.
Well, here, here. Let me get in there and see if I can get that finger for you.
Yeah, good idea, Bumbleberry.
All right.
Can I get you to sit down somewhere?
Are you deceiving him?
No, I do want him to sit down.
Yeah. You know what I mean.
Deception. I mean, I'm a charismatic spellcaster. Should be
Because he's
good.
not going to suspect anything. It's deception versus insight, and I'll decide sort of what it feels like.
It's
to
pretty
Pito,
good.
so-
What's the insight?
7.
Okay. Yeah, he just wants
All
to
right.
break your finger for you.
We all
Thank you.
gather round
Ooh,
to watch this.
you should probably bite down on something just in case it hurts. I don't want you yelling or anything.
Yeah.
We don't want to draw attention to ourselves.
Yeah. I grab like a piece of cloth. I bite down on it. All right, make it quick.
Full Nelson.
What the hell?
I immediately go for the thing around his neck and try to take it off.
Strength check, Capito.
I'm no longer.
You're
Do I
not
spell-
no.
Okay, then I just like, what the hell, guys?
You have a thing in your mouth.
Oh wait. I'm not resisting.
All right.
I take the thing off. Does it burn?
It is getting hot instantly, very quickly. You've got like 2 seconds before you start tickling.
I throw it on the ground between Frankfurt and Spalding.
All right.
I'll pick it
And I
up with
look
my
over at
hand.
Kelp.
And then I use my remove curse on Pedo. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
Yep. All this
Yeah.
happens in the same 6 seconds. Everybody has been.
Yeah,
Wait.
if Pito's not resisting it, then.
Yeah.
So they've taken the idol off. You have a vague feeling that things are going to go bad from here, Pito, but that's about all. There's going to be huge unknown consequences to this, and it's on the ground and it's burning away. So.
Yeah.
Do you guys let go of me, or am I
No.
still good?
Well, does
No.
the remove curse work?
So who cast remove curse first of all?
I did.
Okay. So you
I
cast.
believe I
remove
talked.
It's still starting to actually burn its way, starting to sink into the floor. So.
Well, I picked it up with Mage Hand.
Oh.
And it's remove curse on Pedo, not on the thing.
Pedo, yeah. So yeah, you remove curse on Pedo, so you cast it. Pedo, you just had that vague feeling. That's all. That's it. So up to you what you do.
So up to you guys. Who Pedo's not resisting. He seems kind of relaxed, but he is kind of glancing at the thing, and he's trying to say something.
Does he?
Wait.
Does he still seem to want his finger broken?
It's,
I mean, I don't want to
Yeah.
kick the guy while he's down.
If it seems like he's still kind of going for the thing and still being weird, I ask Kelp to remove curse on the object.
Okay.
So you just to describe how Pedo is reacting, he's only being well, I guess it's up to your insight, but he's just trying to speak. He's not reaching for it or anything.
No.
That's all we did.
I'll.
And last time he cast like really high level spell.
Yeah,
to
he
get away.
did
He's not doing
immediately. Yeah.
that. So he's not doing that.
That's why I wanted his mouth covered.
Yeah. No,
That's true. I guess that's true.
Maybe
yeah.
once Kelp does another remove curse on the thing, then we'll. Does that do anything?
Okay, so you cast remove curse on Pedo. That's all I've got so far.
All right. So then, do you want me to go up to the mage hand lifted necklace
And remove curse
give
on
it a
that.
touch to see if remove curse works on that?
Yeah.
All right. Then let's. I'm running out of third level spell slots.
No, I'm really worried about Pedo.
Yeah, I suppose I am too.
Yeah.
So,
He just has to have his finger broken.
He gave a reasonable explanation for that.
This is a funny thing because actually that was that was a real idea.
All right. So yeah, you guys
Do that. Does anything seem to change or shimmer, or does it stop burning or anything like that?
It sits there. It's still steaming. So.
Okay. I very carefully pull the rag out of his mouth. I say, "You there, Pedo? Y'all good?"
and I kind of also speak to him just like, very calming. I have high persuasion. Just be like, what we're doing is for the best. It's okay to feel a bit unusual or a bit like, taken aback, but we're all part of the same team. Even when we're acting weird.
So
you totally understand why they did what they did.
Oh yeah, and this is why I didn't resist.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you still want your finger broken?
Yes.
Huh.
But that thing is like worth a lot of money. But also, I have a feeling if I keep it up, bad things are gonna happen. We're gonna be pissing off a god.
If you keep.
And then I explain what happened to me.
Okay.
In brief detail, and how I was contacted by a god when I had that on, and how I don't feel compelled anymore. But I do like rabbits still.
What's the god asking of you?
Well, they're not asking anything now. They gave me an offer for power, and I rejected it.
Okay, that's good. That's you're still there.
So why would they be mad at you?
The first time he actually describes the dream to you, so that's no longer meta.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, I describe it to you, and you guys know. I describe it in vivid detail, with what I saw and how this guy looked, and what he offered me, and that I rejected it. And then I mentioned something about my mother, and how I'm now interested with that.
Do we know anything about his mother? Do we know we're all orphans?
No. I
Your
don't know anything about my mother.
parents
That's
are-
why it's
your
interesting
parents
to
are
me.
dead, man. That's square one.
Yeah.
Was your mother a rabbit?
I don't know. It's kind of confusing. I always thought she was an elf. But I don't know.
So, yeah, because and all the God said to him was that he got this choice because of who his mother was.
Yeah.
Well, I look over at the two smart guys. I don't know what to do with this. my whole plan was the subterfuge part. I'm out of ideas. Religion is literally one of the only things I know almost nothing about. As Joe.
I could I make a check to see if I might be able to figure out what might happen if we do anger this god?
Okay.
Let's see.
Is this thing
Oh,
still
God damn it.
burning a hole in the ground? Or
No,
It's probably holding up for mage hand.
oh.
Just floating in the air, steaming.
I rolled an 11 because I can't roll ever. I was with a +6 too.
What were you rolling for? Sorry.
I was rolling on religion to see if I might get an insight into like what the ramifications of this might be if we don't give it back to him.
The insight you get is that every single god would have a different view of it. So they all have their own rules and own ideas and own motivations. So just like people.
So I think we could use this to our advantage. I know I was acting weird before, but I'm not anymore.
I mean, he seems on the level.
Which is totally was something somebody cursed would say, but
no, but we removed any curses that he would have, so